Shut up, Navy, shut up!
Ah, I don't have that disadvantage not talking about her.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, it's Scythe and Tigron back again for another Minecraft, or in Swedish terms, chocolate Lego. Now, I've been dealing with quite a few issues. I know that there has not been another Minecraft episode for quite some time, and I apologize about that. I've just been having so many technical difficulties regarding my video content and YouTube's latest monetization rules and updates and stuff like that. Turns out in the last few Minecraft videos, I was actually getting nabbed for having a pixel version of Cartman in my videos on top of the Nintendo and stuff like that. So thankfully, I was able to get that information from YouTube directly when, you know, I was mailing them saying like, hey, what was going on with my videos and stuff, right? You know, because now I know that YouTube's policies have kind of gotten to the point where you have to treat it like TV. That's what I think is going on. I have a suspicion that YouTube is trying to jump up to the next level or something, you know? And with that, it's like you can't have anything that you don't have legal documentation and rights to support. So hopefully we're not going to have any issues dealing with this episode. But either way, check this out. Look at these beautiful floating islands. Now, this big island right back here, Frosty Polka Guy ended up warping that one in, and he ended up building a cool house on there. He ended up also, it looks like there's a balloon house there or something, I don't know. Either him or Red ended up building that. But then there was these other islands over here, and as you can kind of see, the vines went a little crazy, and unfortunately in Minecraft there is no limit to the vine growth length. So those vines were all cascading all the way down and ruining, well, anything that they were underneath. These floating islands were actually over the spawn, but then all the vines started going in hardcore and going down there and stuff. So I asked Frosty to move it, and he did, and it's awesome over here. Although we haven't been able to actually use it yet. Although I'm pretty sure he actually ended up building a dungeon inside there, and it's pretty darn cool, man. I haven't checked it out yet, but I ended up just putting a layer of dirt underneath the whole island so that you don't have to deal with any of the mischievous vines. And then I, for the past couple hours, have been working on this, because these islands were just as cluttered as this. There was trees all over it, vines everywhere and stuff like that. Later, Tom Mueller. I have the chat off, so he can't talk. He's working on his temple over on another spot of the map. But I cleaned up these islands, added in a couple of these floating stones and stuff like that. And I even added this third little floating island manually because I wanted, remember I talked about this a long time ago, floating islands. You know, I think that they are absolutely cool. Like straight up, and I've really been wanting to use them. You know, the only other time that I've ever actually had floating islands was way back with Johnny, my brother, Captain Napkin. Can I just copy? Yes, I can. You know what? I want to copy it from a different spot though instead, and I gotta double check. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see if I can copy it over here. I'm not exactly sure how this plugin works 100%, but I have used it successfully. I just want to move these islands away from the bigger islands so that we can kind of have our own little floating island home type thing. But we shall see. Otherwise, man alive, our place is looking gorgeous. By the way, that is Boiling Action's mansion. I've mentioned that before, and he actually told me he was trying to record it, but I guess, I don't know if it's his software or just his computer in general. Either way, it was unrecordable for him. Like the quality of the video, like he was having huge frame rate dips and stuff like that. So I'm just saying that there's going to be a future video, I'm sure, where I'm going to highlight his build. Because he asked me to and I wanted to. And also down here I wanted to show this because I actually did this off camera. This is the only house that I actually built. Well, not exactly, but I copied that house and put it here and I flipped it around and stuff, and I actually changed it up just a little bit so that it was different. Like you can see the cobwebs and stuff like that. I also put a wheat field up here because I wanted to make this hill a lot more lively, and I think that it looks great. I'm not exactly sure what this gravel is. I'm sure that's probably some kind of a mistake by the looks of things. So maybe I'll have to touch that up when I have the time. And then I also just added this little house here, which it looks like half of the bed deleted itself. Let's just fix that. There we go. I don't know what that's about. But, yeah, so one of the biggest things that I keep doing in this, and then, of course, you know, there's our Japanese-style garden, which we did in, I think that was the last episode, right? But I've been spending my time, whenever I get the chance to go on here. Ooh, somebody built a balcony here. That's awesome, man. I've been spending all of my extra time kind of touching things up. Like, I'm really, you know, Minecraft is one of those games where OCD can kick in hardcore. And I'm not saying that I'm all OCD, but it's kind of like, I just see all of this stuff, like that right there. I don't like that. And if I don't get to it, no one else is going to. Most likely, just because, you know, people are rarely on the server. And when they are, they're busy with their own builds, which is fine, you know. It's like whenever I have the spare time, I just do it. Like, it's like this hilltop right here, if you've looked in earlier videos, it had a lot of trees. It didn't look this clean or neat or anything. It was very cluttered, so I ended up cleaning it all up for the most part. Here's Frosty's, at least I think it's Frosty's, unless it's Rad's. It's probably Frosty's, yeah. But here's his Mount Doom. That's what I keep calling it anyway. And you can actually go inside it, and it's kind of, it's really cool. He knows things about these plugins and map editors and stuff on a whole other level that I just do not understand. Okay, now I want to put the floating islands probably right here, because I don't want them to be too intrusive with the spawn, because with the like the dynamic lighting, you can kind of see the island down there is really taking up a lot of shadowing. So if I put the floating islands over there on top of stuff, it meant that things are probably going to be in shadows, you know? Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put it right here. Yeah, let's do it right here. Let's see. Now, I want to see... It's too bad he doesn't plant blocks quick enough that he could, like... You know, that you could just fly into the air straight up and hold space. Now, unfortunately, it's probably going to mess with Omega's house there. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. See if... Yeah, that's okay. Maybe. That's at least for 5 o'clock. And he's not going to deal with any issues like that. That's just because we're using the shaders. So let's see if we can paste. Oh, my. Well, it moved them over a little bit more than I thought. It's not bad, but I don't like... Well, the shadowing's actually not too bad. It kind of goes over our house, but it's only one spot. So let's see. Time set 8,000. That's another time that I like... Oops, not slash. That's what's going on. But 8,000 is another time that I like using. Oh, it's 8,000 right now? Oh. Okay, so 5,000's the... There, that's the other time. Okay, so what we need to do is undo. And let's get this thing... It's... Man, it's a lot more vibrant at 5,000, isn't it? But yeah, let's put this way over... Let's do it right here. First of all, what I want to do, because otherwise this is going to be a kick in the teeth later on, is we got to get rid of all the dirt. So replace dirt air. Oh. Replace grass air. There we go. Okay, that's weird that it's not doing... No, I don't want to go underwater. Thank you very much. But when we start actually... I know we've kind of taken a little too much time here. Hello! Oh, that's Tao. Hi. I don't have the chat on. Paste. I know we've kind of spent our whole time just moving these islands over here. Yeah, that's good enough. The shadowing's a little troublesome, but... You know what? Let's change time set. Oh, gosh. 8,000. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just deal with it. Let's just do this. Who cares? We can get rid of the obsidian blocks. Yeah, it's cutting it close. It's cutting it close because it's real close to our house here. But you know what? I kind of like that because then at least it's going to be visible. And hey, if we end up dealing with shadow problems and stuff like that, we can always change the time of day. But yeah, I wanna actually start building because I know we've kind of spent a lot of our time today. We've already spent 10 minutes. Goodness gracious. So I'm gonna try and get things going a little bit here. And then maybe we'll have, because I'm sure we're going to go a little bit overtime today, so we'll probably end up taking a little break halfway through, maybe at the 15-minute mark. And that way I can kind of gather and get things ready for what I actually want to build and stuff, you know? But as for right here, I definitely wanted... One of the things that I threw this third island here for was I wanted to put a, like... yes, the English language is my friend. I want to put a bridge. There, that's the word. Because I like my bridges, man. I like connecting things. Now, this bridge does look kind of thick. It definitely looks very thick, my goodness. But you know what? My excuse that I kind of want behind it is that it's like it's floating islands, right? So it kind of has to be a little bit stronger, you know? That's kind of what I'm going for with my excuse anyway. So it can go ahead and be a little bit bigger than it should be. And maybe we'll do something similar to the bridge that we did down there for Omega's house, because I actually really like the way that that looks with the cobblestone and the cobble stairs and stuff like that. Plus, it's a nice excuse that we can have lighting in it. And yeah, I'm just double checking. We actually have odd blocks, so we can perfectly put... Yes! Yes, yes, yes. We can perfectly put what we need to put for the... a light source right in the middle there. I know I'm not making much sense today. I'm kind of all over the place, but hey, whatever. Let's do this, and then... Now, how did we do it on that side? That's one block out, so it's actually a little bit more tedious, which, that's okay. We can make it work. And then there will be a light source right there. Yes, okay. So let's do this, because what I want to do, I really like doing this for bridges. This, I don't know why, I just like it. Where it kind of gives it a 3D effect and has like an, you know, it kind of looks like, oh, okay, we kind of have a little bit of support here. So, you'll see what I mean in 2 seconds when I end up getting... Glowstone looks good. Actually, it looks fantastic in this texture pack. I really do like the way that it looks. Okay, let's bloop, 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 bloop. Nope, wrong. There we go. Because then we can do this... And look at that. See the 3D effect? I mean, it kind of looks like it's a little bit cluttered. It really is. So maybe we could do something like this. Nah, probably just keep the staircase going like that. Because that's, yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so that's good. And then what I want to do here also is I want to try this just because I got an idea. What if we put these slabs at the bottom as kind of a support block? Plus, it'll give it, yeah, because then it gives it a little bit of definition, too. And the darker wood, just, I think that looks really cool, man. Now, as for this side right here, probably going to have to do something a little bit different. Actually, maybe I'll get rid of these stairs. It's a little tricky, because otherwise this wall is quite thick, you know? So, let's see how it looks. Ugh. I don't know. It doesn't look as slick, that's for sure. Maybe like that. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Because now it kind of actually looks like there's a stump there. So we could also probably do that. At least for this side, it'll look good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then we can make another thick bridge on this side too. Just because, whatever, you know? And then I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to do because I want this island, like I kind of wanted this to be a little bit more than a transition spot. But maybe it'll just be a transition spot. Maybe we'll put like a bench down or something like that. And I'm not sure whether this will be the garden or this one will. Either way, I kind of want to put a cool floating house around here or something like that. So we'll actually finish up this bridge right now. And then, after that, we'll probably take a little bit of a commercial break, or hopefully it'll be a commercial break anyway, if things with YouTube aren't messing around with me again, you know, because that's what it's really about. Yes, bloop, and then hey, get off of the edge there, because then we needed stairs there. Oh, and stairs there. Okay, bloop, blop, and then the slabs, and then 3 slabs up top. Let's get ourselves the glowstone. Boop. And that looks pretty good. I actually really like the way that this bridge looks, man. I really do. I'm not sure why. It looks good, you know? There's something about it. Now, this side, unfortunately, we're gonna have to do something about it. That's for darn sure. So maybe we'll, like, maybe we'll even make it go down a little bit faster like this. Yeah, that could work. Maybe. But then I want that side to kind of go like that, because then it kind of goes into the ground, you know? Rather than just kind of being there. But that looks okay. It looks good enough. That way we can at least have a transition block. But anyway, I'm going to build another bridge similar to that right there and try to figure this out. And hopefully things will have worked out that there will be a proper commercial break. Otherwise, it's just going to fade to black. But either way, I will see you all right after this. Welcome back, everybody. So I've been building, as you can kind of see here. I ended up putting this here. Is that a witch? Why is there a witch on my island? Oh well, I don't know. I put a balloon here because what I want to do is down here I noticed this little hole here. I dug it in a little bit more and I thought, hey, wouldn't that be cool to kind of have like, maybe it's like an undercroft to the island where it's like over in this balloon is kind of the way to get out of here and stuff, and it'll go to a little underground place here, which could in turn go for another bridge that might end up going over here to like an underground supply or something. I also ended up doing, I did this in the 360 version of Minecraft a long time ago, where I put fences and then glowstone on top of it, or at the bottom of it rather, where it's kind of like it's a hanging light. And now it's kind of puts the whole floating island vibe a little bit more and stuff like that, you know? I also ended up adding a lake because I always think that looks really cool when there's like a water source that's actually connecting down to the bottom. Added a tree, did another kind of styled garden type thing, you know? It's fairly similar to what we did with our garden way over there. And then also added this second bridge here. I don't know why that witch spawned. That's really weird. Second bridge here. And then I also put this little balcony on this side. I didn't know whether or not I should do it on the other side, but whatever. And then I also put this here, which is allium. I don't know. It's not a special flower by any means, but I thought, hey, why not have one right at the edge? Because that seems like a cool roleplay thing, you know, where it's like, you can only find one of them blooming on the edge of the floating isles, or something like that. I don't know. Now, as for over here, signs. Check out the temple if you want. That's gotta be Talmuller. I'll definitely check it out afterwards, but not today's episode, especially with all the YouTube philandering and stuff like that. I'm not actually sure whether or not I can show it, but yes. Now, as far as all this stuff is concerned over here, I still don't know what I want to put. I know I want it to be some kind of a house, but I have no clue what the style should be. You know, because we've kind of tackled most, well, not most everything, but I don't know. It's like, I don't want it to be a modern stuff like the skyscraper. That just wouldn't work. No, sir, no, ma'am. Plus, we already did that with our, what is that? Oh, the water is just looking really weird. I don't know. Maybe something happened with it. But there's our modern house. We already tackled that. Otherwise, I don't know. It should be something a little bit weirder. I also thought it should probably be quite similar to that. Maybe a windmill. Actually, come to think of it, yes, I do want a windmill because I think of a windmill on a floating island and it just makes sense. But the other thing I want to do too is let's just do this and let's just copy this windmill because that should probably work, right? Let's see. Can we copy up to there? Bloop. And then copy. Actually, you know what? I got to remember my positioning when we're copying. Because it actually, when we copy something, it's copying it based on our position. So wherever I'm standing now, it's going to be the top wing or whatever it is. So first of all, which angle should it be at? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it should just be at the exact same as Blast Breach Overlook. So let's take a peek. Paste. I'm probably way in the wrong spot. Yes, I am. So let's go way over here and go up a little bit. Undo. Thank goodness. Okay, that looks okay. It's alright. It's not the best, but it's okay. I think what I more want is I want it to be on the island itself. So let's try this. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, and maybe I'll just make it a little bit shorter. So let's just take out one extra peg on the whole thing. Yeah, that looks okay. It's too bad there wasn't a functioning windmill. I've seen it before in other, like Minecraft mods and stuff like that. But, yeah, we don't really have that many mods on the server or anything. That looks okay. Maybe, you know what? I think I'll build off of this. I don't know if I'll do it today, but I will build off of this. Maybe rather than it being at an angle like that, I'll have it just going straight like across, you know, at a flat angle, because that could look good. Yeah, that could work. Okay, well, either way, at least that kind of sets things up, so we can kind of start building from there. Maybe build, let's put this here with a slab on top and a lever. Maybe a lever will work. I'm just kind of thinking of roleplay here, because then it's kind of like, yeah, because then it's kind of like a crank to it or something, you know? Or actually, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see, because I haven't built a windmill yet, so I'm not exactly sure what we should do with it. Now, I think actually quartz would probably work very good with this, wouldn't it? At least for the top half of it, I'm thinking, because we could have like, you know, something like this could be the outside of it, which it should definitely be a little bit higher than that. Wrong block. Is that the normal quartz block? I think it is. Ah, it looks close enough anyway. So let's do this. And I think probably how much it is right now, like a 3 block, at least for the top of it, you know? Yeah, that could work. Because then we could also... Oh, I see. Yeah, 3 block, but it's gotta be like a 1, 2, 3, bloop, 1, 2, 3, bloop, 1, 2, 3. Because that way we can actually kind of like go inside it, because that's what I'm trying to think about right now. Although maybe the back of it, because now it's getting really close to the bridge, so maybe I should move it. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna actually work this out, so I'll be right back about and fix this thing that we got going on right here. There we go. Moved it over a bit anyway and kind of fixed up the roof. I think it looks okay. It's a little bit tricky in the shader and stuff, because when we're actually looking at it from the sun side, it kind of all blends into itself. But otherwise, I think that looks good for a top anyway. I mean, maybe it should be a different style roof or something like that, but we'll figure something out. Maybe, yeah, maybe we could do this. I got an idea that I want to try here and see if this works. So we'll use this right there. And then, what if we swap to cobble for the rest of it? You know? Yeah, that could work. And then we could have it, yeah, because then we could have it one out and have it kind of widening rather than stretching backwards, you know? Because otherwise it's just going to get way too big. So this could work. Could do something like that. And then maybe... Does that work for the corners? Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's a nice way of cheaping it out and making it look taller than it actually is. Yes, I like it. Okay. Then, what we would need to do next, let's try and figure this out. I want to try and get this built today, but I don't really want to go over half an hour. So if we end up going a little bit over time, like I might end up doing like, I might end up like pausing the recording before we end up, you know, going to overtime or something. I don't know. Let's try this. I want to try building the one side first. So let's just go for this and see if we can figure this out. Just on this side alone. Okay, that looks okay. Because then we could do that. And then maybe the stairs on that side. And then... Ooh, what if we put slabs in the corners and then the stairs? Does that work? Yeah, that kind of gives it a bit of a bigger roof. Actually, you know what? Now looking at it, it looks like the cobblestone should be the roof, and then in between, it should probably be like wood or something like that, you know? Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's just do... I also want to try my best to make it so you can get to the top, but I'm not sure that that's going to actually work out, so we'll have to see about that, just because you never really know. Now, if we put stairs here, it does... Yeah, that looks okay. That works. Okay, then let's grab... What type of wood should we grab? Probably just the normal. Let's try... Oh, I already just did grab that one. Blah! Okay, stairs. Stairs! Come here, stairs! And then the slab. Bloop. Where is it? There's the oak slab. Let's see. Because if we build half of it, we could actually probably copy and paste it. But I'm not going to do that just for the sake of... I don't really know how or like that. You know, I think it's kind of cheap. We could probably put this up on the ground one. So let's do... I don't know why I'm just visualizing that it would be one off the ground. Because then we could use the dark wood too as a little bit of definition. And there could be a stairway into the door itself, you know. Now... Whoop, 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 whoop. Nope. Ooh. I just had an idea. This could work for a little bit of definition. Yes. Let's try it. Yeah, that looks okay. Now, we're going to have to fix up the rest of it, of course. There still is quite a bit that we'll have to do to it. Oh! But I can figure out most of that stuff. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that looks okay. It looks kind of more like a barn than a windmill. But I think that kind of works with the style of a windmill, you know, because it's usually on farms and stuff like that, right? So, what I'm actually going to... Who put a torch down? Maybe Tao ended up spawning the witch or something. I'm actually just going to copy this onto the other side right now, though. So, I'll do that right now. Well, it's better, but one thing I just noticed from the outside, because I was building it on the inside, is that there's not enough 3D definition on this side of the roof. So maybe I'll have to extend that out, but I don't think I'll do that on camera, at least not today. This side looks okay, because it makes sense, because it's a windmill, so it needs that side to be nice and smooth. But this side we could probably stretch out quite a bit, including the house itself could probably come out a couple more blocks. So I'll do that next time, or maybe I'll just do it off camera and just show it off. I don't know. This island is going to be a little bit more of a project than I thought, especially with the underground thing that we're going to have going on. But otherwise, so far, just got this. I don't know what's going on with this bed or why it looks so horrid in this texture pack. Why does it look so weird? What's going on? Is that how this thing always looked? Hey, give me that! Why is it looking bad? Oh, so that is just how it looks in this texture pack. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, little ladder going up to the bed, so that's okay. And then I got the window definition going on, you know, that it works. We could make the windows actually probably big like that. The ceiling, I actually really like the looks of this from the interior, where I kind of got all 3D. I got slabs up there and stuff. I got the log support systems, you know, yada, 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 stuff like that. Yeah, this definitely has to come out one for it to actually look proper. In fact, maybe close this side. Or, no, you know what? There, that looks okay. We could have windows like that, and then this side could probably stand to be a lot more open, you know, than the rest of the house or something like that. We'll have to see what actually ends up going about. But, it looks okay, you know. I'm gonna have to figure that out, though. Actually, I guess we could figure that out right now. Let's try and do this. Let's try and do this. Maybe, should it go up? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see. Maybe we could get away with this on this side. You know, stretch out the roof a little bit. Yeah, that already looks a little bit better. That's for darn sure. So let's see if we can make it kind of the same as the other sides, but not exactly. So maybe at this point it'll be slabs or something like that, you know? Maybe. Oh, but then we need a corner piece. That's what's going on. So we could end up cheating with the staircase like that. Yeah, we could end up doing... Ooh. Oh, that's not half bad. It's not bad. It looks a little bit too rickety, though, so I'm going to have to put a corner piece there and maybe something like that. Yeah, there we go. Because it is still a sideways house for all intents and purposes, right? So we're still going to have to work with what we're given here. Let's see. Maybe we could do... And then a slab, a slab. Let's see. Yeah, that could work, because then we could actually make this the rest of the roof. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if this is going to actually work out, but it could. So we put a slab there. What did I put on the other side? I think it was just a staircase, right? Yeah, staircase in the corner, slab, slab. Okay. Staircase in the corner. And slab, well, not slab, slab, because... But either way. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, that looks good. It still looks a little bit too cluttered, and it all being cobblestone, just visually for my own sake, is kind of like, eh. But I think it works. I think it looks good. You know, I kind of, you know, we're kind of in a little bit of a rush now to try and finish this up because we are on time today. But, yeah, I think it looks okay. I think it looks a little bit better than it was. But, is that even? Does that look good? Is that right? 1 block, 2. 1 block, 2. Okay, yeah, apparently it's even, so it could just be my draw distance or some crap like that that's messing me up. Now, let's fix this part. Maybe, should this probably be a flat square? Yeah, it should probably just be a flat square surface, you know? But otherwise, yeah, we're going to be calling this episode really soon because I don't want to get too carried away as far as building and stuff like that goes. I kind of like the 3D effect that this has got going on here. Maybe I'll have to work something into that. I don't know. Let's grab, where is our wooden staircase? I want to see what we can do. Maybe something like that. Just on that side. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I kind of dig that. Yeah, that looks good. Because then we could do this. And maybe the inside can just be like this, actually. You know? Like, we could probably just get away with... Ooh. Ooh. Actually, I wonder... Yeah, this could work. What if... Let's put these here. Like that. And then... Oh, actually, you know what? That probably messed up my thing that I was doing outside here. Yeah, it did. So, instead of that, maybe a staircase like that? No. What about a staircase at a normal spot? Ah, it doesn't look as tight. Oh, okay, fine. You know what? Let's just, we could put a balcony out here or something. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a balcony so it kind of can overlook stuff. I also got to extend the island itself out a little bit and change the windmill. Well, you know what? We can leave the windmill like that because then we kind of get a view through the windows. You know, that's okay. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to have to touch it up. Another time, I'm going to have to get a screenshot of this too. Maybe put a little bit more definition in the front of the roof there, just so it kind of stretches out a little bit without going too far. But either way, we're going to call it here for today's episode, everybody, because otherwise it's going to go overtime. I'm actually noticing a helicopter up there. That's pretty cool. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Sign on. Stay epic, everybody.
Your face